Warning, if the video, title, and description went over your head, let me be really clear on what you're about to watch. This is a backyard hunting video, which helps keep the population of pests under control. The bonus? Some of these guys actually taste pretty dang good. If hunting and pest control offend you, don't watch. Simple. So with that behind us, let's get on with the video. Ed Gunleshy presents. Hey guys, just a quick channel update. As you're aware, if you saw last week's video, I'm under attack from men whom sit while they pee. The good news, we have made a ton of progress over the week in our goal to get Ed Gunleshy 100,000 YouTube subscriber plaque. I mean, how amazing would it be if they had to deliver that thing to me? Over 2,000 of you guys smashed the subscribe button in that video. I'm grateful for your support, but please, please, please keep it going. I promise you the success of that last video was 100% of you guys taking action. Well, maybe there were some cool squirrels getting smashed and you guys enjoyed it, but majority of it came from your support. The trajectory of that video was 100% because of the subs, the likes, and the comments. It just shows YouTube what's up and what you really feel and what you want to see, and that's the best way to control it. So please keep it going. I can smell that 100,000 sub giveaway coming. So let's get back to it. In this If you're new to PCP air guns, this is how you fill them. It's actually pretty simple. I'm using a small backpack bottle from Air Tanks for Sale. I'll throw a link in the description if you're interested in checking that out. Shot count will vary, but usually in the range of, 20 to 100 shots per fill, depending on the gun and the power. Here, I've got the Dirty 30 Leshy Classic, as I call it. I've got this gun turned way down, though, using the Huma Sub 12 foot-pound reg. I've got it shooting about 44 grain JSBs at about 560 feet per second or so. So around 31 foot-pounds. This heavy and slow approach, which I prefer for a backyard, really kind of produces minimal pass-through. Or in the context of this video, it maximizes the thump. I'll really slow this down once again, and you can see the energy dump as it rolls down the squirrel. The pellet was near its back hip when I opened it up. I had the Leshy 2 out for this one. I'm slinging the 25 cal 34 grain JSB MK2s at around 812 feet per second or so. That's 50 foot-pounds out of the 350 millimeter length barrel. It's crazy. This thing folds in half. You shove it in a backpack. This gun is an absolute beast. Oof. As you saw there, the pressure from the energy dump is pretty severe. When shooting fast like this, you really need to be cognizant of what's behind you. You should be like that anyways, honestly, even with a Red Ryder. But for real, this semi-auto beast is no joke. You should treat this thing like you're shooting a 22 LR. Let me pause the shooting for just a quick second, tell you about a sick new product ATN Corp sent me. So these guys have been longtime supporters of the channel, and it's much appreciated. So these are their new ATN Binox 4K binoculars. So I'm going to show you some footage here in a second, but listen to this feature list. It's 4 to 16x digital, obviously. It's got day and night vision modes. It's got a built-in IR for night vision, a built-in rangefinder that will communicate back to an ATN scope if you want. And a digital camera capable of filming full 1080p at 120, 120 frames per second during the day and 60 frames per second in night vision mode. So here's a slow-mo of a chipmunk just absolutely getting whacked. So this is 120 frames per second, and it's right at that speed where you can even capture a pellet tracking like you just saw. So there are so many use cases for these things. Personally, I like using them on a tripod and I scan around just so I don't have to look through a scope all the time. And then I can lock in and start filming and use them as a second angle. So I love using thermal, but for purposes of the channel, the footage isn't always the coolest. So that second angle gives me the best of both worlds using these, the Binox 4Ks, because it's in night vision mode and I can be able to see it. So one last thing on them, the built-in IR is great, so I'm not going to knock it because it works perfectly. But if you want an ultra-sharp kind of clarity for filming purposes only, adding an external IR will help a ton. So you can see that as I toggle it on and off here. I've got this tripod set up with a rig to make it pretty simple. It's a little clunky, but it's fine for my purposes. I've seen actually some 3D printed ones that are like Arca Swiss with a built-in mount for a flashlight right in there, and they look pretty sweet, but I just haven't been able to find one where you can buy one. But in the end, I'd give these things a 9.9 out of 10. That 0.1, if ATN had had a mount option for an external light, man, that would have been sweet. But I get why they didn't, because it's fully functional, and probably not everybody that's buying these things have a YouTube channel, right, and is trying to make super clear footage. So definitely a buy, in my opinion. I'll throw a link in the description, speaking of that, for where you can snag a pair. ATN usually has some sort of deal, so just click the link and you'll be able to see if they got something going at that given time. So, all right, so thanks again, ATN, for sending me these things. These things are sick, and you guys are going to see them quite a bit from here on out in the channel, and now you'll know. So let's get back to the action. Hit record on the scope cam on this one, but I had the Binox 4K running along with the downrange 5.0 cameras from Tacticam. I mean, look at the clarity on this image. That's a full 1080p. Really awesome. If you're curious, this is what 50 foot-pounds sounds like on a rat.
Did you hear that?
The mics on the Tacticam cameras I use downrange are super sensitive, and if the ambient noise is right, we'll pick up that impact noise incredibly well. YouTube, if you're watching this, I am not glorifying the death of these animals. I'm just curious which one my audience thinks is the most convincing noise of how humane airguns are for harvesting meat for their families. This guy I pulled out the Dirty 34. Watch how well this pellet tracks, even at these slow speeds. It's just absolutely perfect. I'm going to end this episode with this last one. I've got the Leshy 2 out, and I'm using a brand new 4K lens from Eagle Vision in the GoPro. This lens is crazy clear. I'll talk more about it in some upcoming videos, but check out the link in the description to learn more about it if you're interested. Thanks for watching the Ed Gun Leshy channel. Want more backyard hunting videos? Grab your favorite beverage and get yourself caught up. There's hundreds just like the one you just watched. Here's a couple favorites to get you started.